Part 1. The interview begins. It was supposed to be a simple interview, a cordial discussion about business, success, and the future of entrepreneurship in America. But when Marcus J. Reynolds, a self-made billionaire and founder of one of the largest black-owned tech companies in the world, walked onto the stage of the prime debate, he knew this would be no ordinary conversation. Across from him sat Logan Pierce, the infamous TV host known for his sharp tongue, controversial opinions, and relentless grilling of guests who didn't fit his ideological mold. Pierce wasted no time. "Mr. Reynolds, let's be honest. Your rise to the top is remarkable, but don't you think programs aimed at leveling the playing field for minority entrepreneurs are just a form of modern entitlement?" Marcus smiled, unfazed. "I disagree, Logan. Opportunity isn't entitlement. It's the foundation of innovation. The real question isn't whether minority entrepreneurs should get support. It's why they have to fight so hard for it in the first place," the audience murmured. Logan leaned forward, smirking. "So you're saying the system is rigged against you?" Marcus's eyes narrowed. "I'm saying the system was never built for people like me, but instead of waiting for change, I built my own lane." Logan scoffed. "Oh, come on. Look at you. You're a billionaire. How can you claim oppression when you've clearly made it?" Marcus chuckled, shaking his head. "You see, Logan, that's the trap. Success doesn't erase the struggle. Just because I made it out doesn't mean the barriers vanished for others." Pierce crossed his arms. "A lot of people would argue that success is about hard work and personal responsibility, not systemic barriers." Marcus leaned in, his voice steady. "Hard work matters, but so do the doors that stay closed, the investors who don't take you seriously, and the networks designed to keep outsiders out. I didn't just work hard. I had to break down walls you never even had to see." The studio fell silent. Logan shifted uncomfortably in his seat. For the first time in his career, he looked uncertain. Part 2. The heated exchange. The tension in the studio was palpable. Logan adjusted his tie, regaining composure. "All right, Marcus, you're saying you had it harder than others. But what about personal accountability? There are plenty of entrepreneurs who fail because they simply don't work hard enough. Isn't that the real issue?" Marcus let out a slow breath. "I'm not saying success doesn't take work. What I'm saying is that some of us have to work twice as hard for half the recognition. Let's take access to capital, for example. Did you know that black entrepreneurs receive less than 2% of venture capital funding, despite having some of the highest growth rates in business ownership?" Logan smirked. "Maybe that's because their business ideas aren't as strong." A murmur of disapproval swept through the audience. Marcus, however, remained composed. "Or maybe it's because venture capital firms are predominantly run by people who invest in those who look like them, went to the same schools, or come from the same backgrounds. When you're the outsider, the rules are different. That's a fact, not an opinion." Logan's jaw tightened. "So you're saying the entire investment world is racist?" Marcus shook his head. "I'm saying there's bias, and it's not just in investments. It's in hiring, lending, and media narratives. Like this very conversation, where you assume my success negates the struggles of others." A flicker of something unreadable passed through Logan's expression. Perhaps doubt? Perhaps frustration? Either way, Marcus knew he had struck a nerve. The debate raged on, with Logan trying to poke holes in Marcus's argument, but every time Marcus had an answer, backed by facts, experience, and a quiet confidence that made it impossible for Logan to shake him. The audience, once neutral, now leaned heavily in Marcus's favor. Finally, Logan, looking visibly irritated, decided to go for the kill shot. "So, Marcus," he said, voice dripping with sarcasm, "if the system is so against you, why not just play by the rules and prove them wrong?" Marcus smiled. "Oh, I did. That's why I'm here. But I didn't just play by the rules. I rewrote them." The studio erupted in applause. Logan's face darkened. He had lost control of the interview, and the most shocking moment was still to come. Part 3. The unexpected turn. As the applause faded, Logan's producer signaled for a commercial break, but Logan, determined to regain the upper hand, waved him off. "All right, Marcus," he said, forcing a grin. "Let's talk numbers. You claim you've changed the game. Prove it. Tell me how much your company is worth. Marcus met his gaze. We're currently valued at $20.7 billion. A collective gasp rippled through the studio. Even Logan seemed taken aback. 20 billion? He repeated. Yes, Marcus said. And last year, we reinvested over $500 million back into minority-owned startups, creating thousands of jobs and opportunities. Logan swallowed hard. That's impressive. Marcus leaned forward. Logan, do you know why I came on your show? Logan hesitated. To push your narrative. Marcus smirked. Number to challenge yours. To show America that success doesn't mean the fight is over. That conversations like these matter. That change is possible. For the first time, Logan was silent. The camera zoomed in on his face as the realization sank in. He had just been outclassed, outmaneuvered, and outshined on his own stage. And America was watching. Part 4. The Fallout. The interview ended, but its impact was just beginning. Social media exploded. Clips of Marcus's responses went viral, turning him into an overnight symbol of resilience and empowerment. Business leaders praised his poise, while news outlets dissected Logan's failed attempts to undermine him. Logan's network, seeing the backlash, scrambled for damage control. The host himself, once untouchable, faced mounting criticism. Sponsors pulled ads, ratings plummeted, and within weeks the prime debate was put on hiatus. Meanwhile, Marcus continued his mission, using his newfound platform to uplift others, proving once again that true success isn't just about wealth, it's about impact. And Logan Pierce had just learned that the hard way.